What's up guys, welcome to the next episode of Ama Live Stream's show Game of the Week. This match day we are going to speak about the game between Nadur Youngsters and Sannat Lions. And now we are at Xewkija Stadium and going to take an interview with the head coach of Nadur, Branko Nisevic. So let's get down to the interview. So welcome Branko, I am happy to meet you today and thank you for joining us for this show. And my first question will be about our previous game. In the pre-match interview with John, you said that you want more movement and intensity. Sure, you are happy with the result of the game? Yes.
Yes. When I spoke in the interview before the previous match, one of the points that I emphasized from our second match against Victoria Hotspurs was the lack of intensity and speed play and movement of the ball. And in the game, in the last game with Xewkija, we improved in that aspect. We managed to move the ball faster, to create more spaces, to make more penetration runs in the box. And as you can recall, most of the goals came from inside the box. So we managed to do well in that aspect of the game.
Yes, and your front line looks very strong now. Do you focus on this aspect of game in your training, or it's the result of the overall good performance of team, defenders, midfielders?
Yeah, I mean the moments you saw, the goals how we scored, they are the result of the practice over here. Because we always try to utilize those spaces, those channels between defenders, those spaces behind defensive line. So the emphasis is always on the type of the run which strikers they have to make. So yes, it is a result of practice in the training, and I can say that in this match they did quite well in this attacking third.
Thank you. In the previous game of your team, fans witnessed a very intensive and dominant performance. I'm sure you're happy with the result, but maybe there are some things that caused some concern, or you learned some lessons from this game.
Well, if I can revise the game, if I can summarize the game, I would say in the first half it was quite balanced. Quite balanced in the sense that even Xewkija had a couple of good shots, good chances. And it is in the second half that when we scored the second goal, which we scored very early at the beginning of the second half, I believe that goal demoralized a bit players of Xewkija. So far from me that it was an easy game, because in the first half, Steve, our goalkeeper, he made 2 great saves. So it was also one of the key moments in the game. And apart from that, I still believe that Xewkija has a better team than they had last year. So it is just that thing that maybe our second goal, which came too early, demoralized them a bit, and then until they were a little bit confused how to go forward, to go all out, or we managed to utilize those spaces which they left, because at the point of 2-0 they were forced to go all or nothing. So in that aspect we did very well to punish them.
So thank you for the summary of the previous game. Let's turn to the upcoming versus Sannat Lions. And what is the atmosphere inside the team? Do you have any injured players, or everyone is ready?
Well, in general, atmosphere and the mood is very good. You can expect that after the win against Xewkija that everyone is happy over here. But now the skill is that we have to remain with our feet on the ground, and just focus on the next match. So this is what we've been saying now, second day. Now we've been training, we say second day that the past game is the history for us. The next game is the most important game for us in the league. So we are preparing for the game of Sannat. It will be a little bit different game than a game against Xewkija, because the opponent plays different style. Although I'm hearing that I don't know, is it true or not, that the coach is about to leave or he left, so it might affect the style of play. But anyway, we have certain qualities and we keep on insisting on our style of play, and I believe that our style of play can bring us good performance and good results.
Tomorrow we will speak with their coach and find out whether he wants to leave or not.
Yeah, that's what I just heard today. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a little bit too early, to leave after 2-3 games. But
yes, it's only the beginning.
But you know, in football things happen so fast, you know, because football is a very dynamic environment that things change, you know, overnight, and it's a pity, you know. Being a coach, you prepare, you work on it for maybe 2 months, and then all of a sudden, you're leaving for whatever reason, you know. But this is our sport, you know. Before we started doing this job, we accepted that this can happen to anyone. So we look forward and we think only about our performance, and I hope if in the next match against Sannat we repeat similar performance with a similar intensity and fastball movement, that we should come out of the game satisfied.
Yeah, and we will have a lot of games to cut for highlights.
I don't know, we'll see. You know, at the end of the day, look, it's not important how many goals you score. At the end of the day, it's important that you win the game, because, you know, it's about getting 3 points from each game. Sometimes what you respect maybe more is winning the game just 1-0, you know, and then you come out, you will be more happy than winning the game with much bigger goal difference, because when you win 1-0, you realize, it was a tough effort, it was a hard game, and maybe it fulfills you a bit more. But okay, it's nice to score more goals, you know, it's nice to play attacking football, but what we are looking for is overall performance and 3 points for each game.
So thank you for the interview. You can go to guys and start your practicing. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. You got inspired with more questions.
Yeah. Goodbye. Thank you.
Done.